Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. And in this video, we're continuing the How Good Are They series with Preservation Evoker. Preservation Evoker is the newest healer released in WoW, the counterpart to Devastation, offering what seems to be a mixture of blanket hots, big heals, burst, the ability to kick out good amounts of burst damage with the empowered fire breath, living flame combo, as well as deep breath. It also looks to be one of the best healers for Mythic Plus at the moment, with multiple playstyles available for Raid also. So all in all, I think Preservation Evoker is looking to be in a really good spot, just in terms of numbers, just in terms of its ability to perform. I think it's going to be in a good spot. Now, the playstyle of Preservation Evoker can be a little chaotic, and that would be the word I use to describe it. In an ideal world, and this is likely something that we are going to see in the Mythic Plus meta, you want all of your targets in front of you. Dream Breath is going to be a considerable amount of your healing, but it's a frontal cone hot that, with ranged and just the chaos that is some of these dungeons, isn't always the easiest to hit. Having a melee party that's able to always be in front of you and taking that cone makes healing much, much simpler on the Preservation Evoker. Core elements of the Preservation Evoker seems to come from Echo, which allows you to spend Essence to duplicate a heal on a target. Reversion, a hot that increases duration on crit, can be duplicated, and also rewinds 15% of damage taken in the last 5 seconds once applied to a target. So a really overloaded ability in Reversion. I've also been trying out one of the talents, which is Temporal Anomaly, which fires forth this like sphere of shield effectively. It applies a shield and echo at 40% effectiveness to two targets every 1.7 seconds, or sorry, 1.9 seconds, lasting for 5.7 seconds in general. So it allows you to get echoes on the entire party as well as some shields. This has actually been consistently my highest healing ability or highest damage prevention ability, I guess you could say, in dungeons. And that's not even looking at the echo, it's just considering the shields. Seems to be quite a strong cooldown, but does require a lot of mana. But some of this has allowed me to hit on mechanics that I know are coming, and I can get temporal anomaly out, I can get some hots out and things like that in advance. This allowed me to hit like 50, 60k HPS on some of the difficult to heal fights, and with healing being a huge check in the upcoming Mythic Plus dungeons, I think that's something that could be quite useful. Preservation Evoker also has two major cooldowns in Tip the Scales, allowing you to kick out a fully empowered Spirit Bloom, healing 3 targets for just a substantial amount, or Dream Breath, healing 5 targets in a cone for a large amount and applying a short hot. And as well as having probably the strongest 5-man cooldown in the game currently, Rewind. Rewind rewinds 50% of damage taken in the last 5 seconds by all allies within 40 yards, and healing is increased by 100% when not in a raid. This means you can effectively reverse huge damage intake very, very, very quickly. And on fights where everyone drops really low, someone's failed a mechanic, things like that, can be the difference between you making or not making a fight. Some of the HPS I managed to kick out with this ability is insane, and I imagine good usage will allow you to carry just certain mechanics really. Preservation has similar mobility to Devastation in terms of double hover charges, rescue that now typically will come with a shield as part of the preservation tree, uplift, which is a movement speed and the damage AoE damage taken reduction. Verdant Embrace also counts as a mobility spell, as it did in Devastation, but it's also one of our strongest single target heals. It heals for a substantial amount in itself, as well as applying a life bind, which increases the healing. I'm trying to word this correctly. Uh, Word for word, I'm trying to find it now. Verdant Embrace temporarily bonds your life with an ally, causing your healing on either partner to heal the other for 40% of the amount. So obviously, when you've both got reversion and things like that on, you can actually duplicate a lot of the healing backward and forward between each other, which is really nice, really. So Overall, Preservation seems to be slightly more complex than its Devastation counterpart, but has a good combination of burst healing, hot healing. Stasis is also one of just the coolest abilities in the game that allows you to store and repeat 3 consecutive helpful spells, which allows you to do just incredible bursts of healing. Preservation as a whole seems to be very, very good at just preempting big mechanics and having things in place ready to instantly recover. It's ultimately rated as one of the best dungeon healers, has a really fun, effective playstyle in Raid that allows you to just blanket hot everyone with reversions because it increases with your crit, or the duration increases with your crit. And I think Preservation is going to be very successful in the first season of Dragonflight. I'm also going to be putting some time into it, so you will be able to see some videos and things like that coming forward in the future. One thing I didn't mention in this is actually the mastery. So the mastery for Preservation Evokers, healing done to allies is increased by 42%, my stats obviously, but X amount, while their healing percentage is lower, health percentage is lower than your own. This is something where I've begin to prioritize healing on myself, because having an extra 42% healing as part of my mastery is insane. So reversions I typically try to keep in dungeons, a reversion on myself and a reversion on the tank, and then anyone else gets them duplicated. But having this mastery active is just an insane bonus. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what you think of Preservation of Evoker. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you later, guys. Bye.